What's going on? How's everybody doing tonight? Happy Thursday night, y'all. How you doing? How you doing? All right, get up in here, man. Let me go on the let me go put this over on the Facebook channel really quick, y'all. Get up in here. Get up in here, y'all. Give me a few seconds. Let me go put this on my feed over there. Give me a second. We're going to have a good one tonight. Your boy 50. It's 50. We're going to talk about it tonight, y'all. Give me a second. Give me a second. Let me put a VERZUZ hashtag on there. Let me know if the volume is good. The volume is good. The volume is good. Let me know if the volume is good, y'all. Let me know if y'all can hear me clearly. Change up some stuff with the mic, so might be a little bit different tonight. Let me know if it sounds good. How's everybody doing tonight? Thank you for joining another Thursday Night Live. We in the building. Got on the merch, man. We got the merch. The merch is here, man. Don't forget, y'all. The merch is here. The merch is here. Don't forget. Cop some of the merch, man. Let me know what y'all talking about tonight. All right, listen. Today we're going to be talking about your favorite boy, 50 Cent. All right, 50 Cent is in the news again. And it seems like it's sounding to me. It's sounding to me like 50 is gearing up to say, look, I quit hip hop. I'm going to go make movies. I'm going to go do TV shows. This hip hop thing ain't selling no more. People ain't feeling my records like they used to. I'm going to go tour. They want me to do a verses. I don't want to do it. There's a lot of stuff going on with 50 right now. So I'm asking you guys tonight, is 50 quitting rap? And it's kind of a delicate question because, like I said, he's currently on tour right now. He's doing a world tour right now. So he's out there performing songs, doing all that stuff. But you see the headline right there. 50 Cent says he doesn't need to release a new album. We're approaching where Prince was. So he's averting to he does not need to release new music. All right, so you guys hit the comment section down below. Y'all know how we do it. Let me know how you feel about that. Do you think we don't need any new music from 50 anymore? Are you okay? I see Clayton is in the building. Clayton Phillips, thanks for coming through. Clayton, are you okay with 50 Cent not releasing new music anymore? Blocker Time is in the building. Blocker, thanks for coming through. Are you okay with 50 Cent saying, I don't need to release new music anymore? Don't forget, if you're here right now in the chat, hit that like button down below. Don't forget, y'all share the channel, man. We're almost at 10,000 subscribers. Share the channel to all your hip-hop head friends. Anybody you know loves hip-hop, loves old school hip-hop. Go ahead, share the channel for us. So, like I said, 50 saying with his own words that he does not need to release new music anymore. And I remember a few years back when VERZUZ was kicking into high gear, as we should say. VERZUZ was really popular. A number of people were trying to get on VERZUZ. Some of them were asking for astronomical numbers to get on VERZUZ. And they approached 50 Cent to do a VERZUZ, and 50 had a comment in the ways of VERZUZ is for Instagram or some crazy comment he had about VERZUZ. Not knowing that he just want to say, look, I don't want to do a VERZUZ. All 50 had to say was, look, I don't want to do a VERZUZ. I don't want to do a VERZUZ. That's it. You out there talking about, I don't want to do a VERZUZ. I don't want to, VERZUZ is not this, VERZUZ is not that. All you had to say was, look, Swizz, Look, Timbo, I'm too big of an artist to do a verses, if that's what he wanted to say. My schedule's too busy right now. I don't want to do a verses. There's nobody out there that I want to do a verses. He could have said all of those things. He said something in the vein of verses is a quarantine thing. But now that verses is, as they say, outside, versus is doing tours, versus they're doing arenas now. And as you can see, 50 Cent has a world tour going on right now. He's doing some big arenas right now too. What's the difference? What's the difference in going out there and doing a world tour, hitting different countries, going on stage performing, and going up against Busta Rhymes or Missy Elliott or Nas in a verses? Hit the comment section down below, man. I want to hear from you guys tonight. G Mafia is in the building. Brooklyn is here, yo. Brooklyn, shout out to G Mafia. G Mafia, thanks for coming through. I see Clayton got a comment. Clayton Phillips has a comment. Clayton says, well, since we are in a new era of music artists, I kind of see where he's coming from. So, yes, I will say that what Clayton is saying, there are some things that when you look at music, when you look at 50 Cent as a person, 50 Cent has been in the game since I think the early 2000s is when his first album came out. So 50 has been in the music game since the early 2000s. Sold really well some of his early albums. 50 maybe about 5 or 6 albums. I forgot to count, but sold really well in his career. So 50 Cent has a good discography. He also has the G Unit stuff where he has the G Unit, the 3 G Unit albums, and he also has that mixtape run where you know the mixtape run. G Unit had a crazy mixtape run. So 50 has a lot of material where he probably does not need to release brand new music. Like I said, he's on tour right now. He's doing some tour dates. And most times when you're on tour, you're performing your legacy stuff. So does he not need to release new music? Here's the other thing. Because sometimes 50 says things and he's very cryptic about what he's saying. 50 is a very smart guy. Very sly about his words and the things that he does. Here's the other thing you have to put into account. 50 is doing movies too. He has the TV show, Power, all of the spin-offs from Power. He's doing songs for those TV shows. Remember some years back when he criticized Jay-Z for doing the American Gangster, when Jay-Z did the American Gangster album, and 50 criticized him for that? 50 is doing the same thing now. He's putting out TV shows, he's putting out movies, and he's putting out soundtracks for those. If you're saying I'm putting out new music, and you're putting out soundtracks for your albums and for your TV shows, what's the difference? 50 Cent has a new TV show coming out soon. It's going to be focused around some of the unsolved hip-hop crimes that have happened in the last few years. So the TV show, I think it's Van Layton, or what his name is going to be the moderator for it. But he has a new TV show coming out that's going to be centered around some of the hip-hop homicides that we've had, and they're going to dive deep into those. And again, he is also creating music for those TV shows. So let me hit some of the comments. Thanks for coming through, y'all. I see Blockers here, Clayton's here, G Mafia, Brooklyn's in the building. So Clayton, I'm going to read Clayton's comment, then we're going to move on. Clayton Phillips said, well, since we're in a new era of music artists, I kind of see where he's coming from. Brooklyn, G Mafia says, Brooklyn's in the house. Mafioso rap. What's good? Blocker has a comment. Blocker says, I'm technically tremendously excited. Ooh, big words coming out there tonight. Okay, all right. Technically tremendously excited that 50 Cent is retiring from the music game because 50 Cent was trash from the Dan jump. Oh, man. Wow. Wow. Blocker, I'm not going to agree with that comment because I know sometimes there are people that if you don't live in a town, you don't live in a city, sometimes the music that's coming out from other cities and other towns, it doesn't hit you the same way. I understand that to a point. Again, I'm from the East Coast. I've listened to a lot of West Coast rap, and I still remember the day when I first heard Doggy Style album. I still remember the first time I heard the Straight Outta Compton album. I still remember when I heard America's Most Wanted. I still remember when I heard The Fix from Scarface. I still remember the day when I heard what the boy from ATL, AT Aliens. Oh man, y'all gonna tell me the name of that group? Those two guys, and there is no denying. There is no denying that 50 Cent has one or two classic records in his discography. 50 Cent has one of maybe some people will tell you, maybe he has the greatest mixtape run of all time. I'm not on that boat, but there are people that will give you a great argument that 50 Cent and G Unit, that mixtape run that they had when they first came out, was running the city, not just New York, running hip hop. So I understand, Blocker, if you think that 50 is trash, everybody's entitled to their opinions. No problem. But that early 2000s, that G Unit run that 50 and G Unit had, it is undeniable that is stamped in hip hop as one of the greatest runs in hip hop. That mixtape run, people were taking those songs and remixing them. 50 Cent's first album, Get Rich or Die Trying, many say it's a classic top to bottom. Again, I'm not saying that his whole career was the best career, but to say that he's trash, I'm not jumping on that boat, Blocker. But thank you for that comment, Blocker. I appreciate that comment. See what else is going on here. What's going on in the chat tonight? All right, so tonight we're talking about 50 Cent retiring from rap. Is he really retiring from rap, or is this just another marketing scheme to sell his new albums, to sell his new TV show, to sell his new soundtracks? Because one thing is really going on right now in hip-hop. One of the things that's going on right now in hip-hop, there are a lot of legacy artists that are doing tours right now. Okay? 50 Cent hasn't released new music in a very long time. I'm not talking about the soundtrack stuff. I'm not talking about the stuff for his TV shows, stuff like that. I'm talking about like a 50 Cent's album. 50 hasn't released a brand new album in a long time. A lot of artists now are touring, getting their monies off a tour. So does 50 have a point? He says that he doesn't need to release new music anymore. Does he have a good point? You take a look at the screen right now. This was, some of the dates were canceled for this, but I think they still have some dates. This is the Three-Headed Monster Tour. This is with Cameron, Mace, and Jadakiss. Now, Jadakiss has been releasing music in the last few years. Jadakiss has been very consistent with new music. Shout out to Jadakiss also. He just released his new joint venture, his Kiss Cafe, which is his coffee brand, and he's doing that with him, his father, and his son. So shout out to Jadakiss for that. Don't forget, Ghostface Killer also got Killer Coffee. He has his coffee brand also. So shout out Jadakiss for that. Cameron is also very, very, very active right now as well. Mace is kind of the only one from that tour I think is not too active with putting out music on a regular basis. But Cameron has been putting out a lot of music recently. Same thing with Jadakiss. Jadakiss has been putting out a lot of music in the last few years. Jadakiss has been very consistent. Okay? Don't forget, recently we had the Locks and State Property tour. Okay, when's the last time you saw State Property release music? Again, this is all legacy music from State Property. The Locks, yes, the Locks is still consistent. The Locks' last album, I think, was 2 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, not too far back. And again, Jadakiss, Styles, and Chic still putting out music on a regular basis. Shout out to Styles. I heard Styles is getting ready to retire himself. I think he mentioned that, so I hope not. But again, we're asking tonight, does 50 Cent have a point that he does not have to release new music anymore? Can he just survive on his classic material, all his vintage songs, all his vintage albums, the G-Unit stuff? He's on tour right. 50 is on tour right now. Let me put it back up again. Hold on. Let me put back up the dates so you can see the dates, how many dates they have. And these are all worldwide. This is not U.S. This is a worldwide tour. Let me look at some of the. Let me look at some of these arenas here. Hold up. So some of the tour, they were already in Spain, Brazil, Australia, United Arab, Finland, Norway, Sweden, Germany, multiple times, Netherlands, France, Czech Republic is coming up, Prague is coming up, Germany again, Switzerland, Italy has a couple shows, Hungary, Poland, Greece, Finland. So he is touching city after city, country after country. Does he have a point? Do these legacy acts not need to release new music anymore? Can they survive on all of their old stuff, I guess? I don't want to say old stuff, but all of their classic material. We just saw the New York State of Mind tour finish up. Nas, Ghost, Ray, Buster was there. Method Man made an appearance. New York State of Mind tour was crazy. Woo! And I know Nas is still consistent. Nas is still putting out stuff. Ghost, I haven't seen anything from Ghost in a little while, maybe a few years. Same thing with Raekwon. I haven't seen anything new for a few years. But again, New York State of Mind tour, Buster hasn't released anything new in a long time. But again, when they're on these tours, they're performing a lot of their legacy songs. So does 50 have a point? Do these guys not need to release music anymore? Can they just survive on some of their old material? Don't forget, y'all, check out the merch. We got brand new merch in, man. We got the Jay-Z, that's the Dynasty album right there. We got the Nas, we got the Illmatic. We got the Illmatic T. We got your girl, Lil Kim. We got the Notorious Kim, the 2000 album. We got that. Hit us up, man. Hit us up. Hit us up. Get some merch. We got the 16 bars T, the gray. We got it in black. We got it, man. Hit us up. You want to support the show, you want to support the channel, support our merch. Classic black. Yeah, you see the classic black right there. Black and white. You see that? Also, we got a special that we're doing also. We got the Mandalorian playing cards. Nice playing card, man, for the kids, for yourself. We got a bundle, $35. This plus the t-shirt. This plus the t-shirt is a $35 bundle, man. That's an ill bundle. Hold on to that for Christmas. You might need this for Christmas for your kids. It's going to be hard to find, yo. The Mandalorian, the child playing cards. You can get that with your bundle. Order yours today, man. 16barshow@gmail. Don't forget, tomorrow's today's Throwback Thursday. Tomorrow is Freestyle Friday. Clayton has another comment. Clayton Phillips says, 50 Cent's era of rap music just won't hit the same in this generation. Let's address that. Let's address that. Hold on there. Let me read this comment again. This comment is from Clayton Phillips. Clayton says, 50 Cent's era of rap music just won't hit the same in this generation. Let's address that. I'm going to go back to the cities. Let's address this. This is a very good comment. Thank you for this comment, Clayton. Look on the screen, okay? All of those venues are overseas. Hold on, y'all. I know all of those venues are overseas arenas. Now, do you guys think that these fans that are going to these shows, they're all older folks, 40s, 50s? Because that's 50 Cent's era. If 50 Cent came out in 2000, right? We're in 2022, so that's 22 years, right? So let's say 50 Cent's fans back in 2000, maybe they were around 20, right? Maybe they were around 20 years old when 50 came out. So that's 40, 42, 44. Are you telling me that all of those fans that's going to those shows are 40-year-olds? There's no 35s? There's no 30-year-olds? You're telling me that all these people that are selling out these shows that 50 is going to in these countries, there's no younger fans in there? I don't know, Clayton. I don't know. I'm just saying 50 Cent came out in 2000, right around the 2000 era. We're in 2022. That's a 22 years plus he's been in the game. If you were listening to 50 Cent's music back in that time, maybe you were in your 20s, 18, 20, 20-somethings. So you got to be 40-something by now. When I look at those crowds that they're rocking, they don't look like 45-year-olds to me. I'm just, you guys hit the comments down below. Iman is in the building. Iman, thanks for coming through. Iman is checking in. Thanks for coming through, Iman. Really appreciate you always coming through to the show. So today, we're talking about 50 Cent saying that maybe he does not need to release music anymore. Let's hit a comment. Let's hit a comment from 50. Let me hit a comment this is 50 Cent's comment. This is what he recently released, all right? This is 50 Cent's comment. He says, if I gave my fans an EP, and most times the EP is like maybe 3 to 5 songs or so. All right. So 50 says, if I gave my fans an EP and they feel is a monster, if I call it a soundtrack and I put 5 or 6 songs of my material inside it and they love it, I'll still have the same gratification. I'm on tour right now. I just did Prague last night. The O2 Arena sold out. Sold out arena. He's selling out an arena. I do it again tonight. You see what I'm saying? He continued, I'm on a world tour right now. What I need a new CD to do. We're starting to enter the stage where Prince was at, where he could say, yo, I'm going to do a show tonight, and it sells out. So 50 is saying that, look, I have enough material out there. I have enough fans out there to sell out a stadium. The money I'm making from selling out a stadium. I remember when Jay-Z and Beyonce did a concert, the tickets were like minimum like 500. I was like, what's with 500? They were going for thousands, but like the minimum was like $500. So imagine selling out a stadium. Remember, some of these stadiums have 30, 40, 50,000, okay? Imagine selling out a stadium, tickets are $100, $200, $300 compared to putting out an album and getting album sales. So hit the comments down below. Let me know what you guys think about this one. We're talking about 50 Cent's comment. 50 Cent is saying that he does not want to release music anymore. He doesn't think he needs to release new music anymore. Is he right? I see Triboro's in the building. Triboro, thanks for coming through. We got a comment from Blocker. Blocker says, wait, hold up, man. Busta Rhymes' most recent album, Extinction Level Event 2, The Wrath of God, was almost 2 years ago, so Busta needs to drop a new album. Yes, Busta put out some material not too long ago. I remember when that album came out, I remember Busta did a show in the Apollo, and it was around the time of the pandemic, so I actually watched it on YouTube. Pretty nice show too. But yes, Busta does have music that's not too far out, and Busta was making some appearances on the New York State of Mind tour as well too. So is 50 right? Is 50 right? Do these legacy acts not need to release music anymore? Can they just release? Can they just go on tour and make the money off of the tours? Hit the comments if you're here right now. Hit that like button if you're in the chat right now. Jason's here. Jason, thanks for coming through. I know Jason said he had a podcast to do tonight. Jason, don't forget, send me that podcast link so I can take a look at that video. Don't forget to support Jason and his cousin, Red McFly. The album is out right now. Go check out the album. Jason is on there doing some stuff with his mans, promoting, getting back in the streets. Waiting to hear some new stuff from you, Jason, man. Put some stuff out, man. Get the album out. Get the album out. You know we're going to cop a few copies and give them out to the fans, all right? So, Jason, looking forward to the album. We definitely going to cop. If Red McFly does some physical copies, we definitely going to cop physical copy and give it out to the fans. So, yo, shout out to Jason. Shout out to Red McFly. New album just came out. Hit up Jason's page. Hit up Red McFly on all streaming sites. Check out the new music, all right? So, yo, Jason got a comment. Jason says, just saying what up to everyone. In between doing music business, 16. What up, my guy? Shout out from the VERZUZ. Shout out. All right, so Jason's getting some information for us for the next VERZUZ coming up. The plug is in the building. Jason, I know you're busy. Thanks for coming through. Go take care of your business, man. We got you. What else we got here? Iman says, 50 a legend regardless. Triboro has a comment. Triboro Gigolo says, don't want to hear a new 50 album. He has nothing good since the Curtis album. Okay, hold up. Let me say something. And I just said, let me put this back here. Let me put this back before I go into what I got to say. Hold on a second, y'all. Let me put this back up here because I just took this down. Okay? And where is it? Okay. So Again, Triborough says he doesn't want to hear anything new from 50, right? The last good album was the Curtis album. That was way back then. So even though 50 is not putting out new albums, we have to remember also he's doing soundtrack stuff. He's putting out music for his TV show, The Power series. He has all the other spin-offs, the book of this and that. And now, as you can see, he also has his new TV series coming out, which is called Hip Hop Homicides. I think he's the executive producer. And I'm pretty sure he's going to make a few songs to go on the soundtrack for that. So I know Try is saying he don't want to hear no new 50 music, but in a slight way, he's going to be giving us new music. I know he criticized Jay-Z for the American Gangster album that Jay was doing soundtracks, but he's doing the same thing. So I'm asking you guys tonight, is 50 right? Does he not need to release new music? Let's go back to the Nas picture we had up there. All right, so Nas announced that he's coming with his King's Disease Part 3 album. And this poster is actually just a Blueprint 3 symbol. Put that anyway. Nas has his new CD coming out. That's November the 11th. This is the third album in the King's Disease. So this is the trilogy. So again, Nas just finished up the New York State of Mind tour. So Nas was just on tour with the Wu-Tang Clan. Busta was there. Method Man showed up for a couple shows. Ray, Ghost, Jizza, those guys were there. So Nas just finished up a tour. So Nas is doing both. He's touring and he's constantly releasing albums. Nas has released King's Disease 1, King's Disease 2, the Magic album. He did Lost Tapes 2. And there's something else he did as well, too. I can't remember the name of it. But for the last 4 or 5 years, Nas has been very consistent with albums. And he's also doing a lot of touring stuff, too. So can you do both? Hit the comment section down below. Let me know how y'all feel about the conversation tonight. Don't forget, y'all, if you want to pick up some merch, pick up some of the merch. We got the child playing cards. $35 bundle, yo. Bundle that with the tea. $35, man. You want the tea by itself? The tea by itself is $25. Hit us up. Pick up some of the merch, man. We got the merch. We got the merch. We got the merch. We got the merch. We got your girl Kim. We got Kim. We got the Notorious. We got your boy Nas Escobar, the Illmatic T. Hit him up, hit him up. And you know we gotta have the God MC. You know we gotta have the God MC. You wanna look good? Hit us up. Hit us up when you're ready. We got the merch for y'all, man. We appreciate y'all. If you want to support the channel, this is the best way. This is the best way to support the channel. Hit up the bundle, $35 for the bundle. The playing cards, give them to your kids, keep them for yourself, put them away. Next few years, this might be worth a few $100s, so pick up a few, man. Let me know if y'all need them. Tonight we're talking about 50 Cent. 50 Cent says he does not need to release new music anymore. Do you agree? Do you agree with that statement? There's a lot of tours coming and going out there right now. If you're a hip-hop head, this is one of the best times to be a hip-hop head, man. We're getting albums. Kendrick just dropped the double CD. Double CD. And he's on tour. Nas is about to drop King's Disease 3. Nas is still on tour. Can you do both? Can you get the albums and get some great tours? Or should you do it like 50? Don't put out no new music. Just go touring. Hit the comments. Let me know where you guys stand with this one. Iman got a comment. Iman says, let me get one for free. Just kidding. Brooklyn, yo. Iman, I see you. Tribro says, I love that Illmatic T. That's your man. That's your man Nas. That's your man Nas, Troy. I know how y'all like Nas out there. I know y'all are some Nas fans, man. We got it for y'all, man. Come get it, man. Hit us up, 16 bars, Gmail. Hit us up, hit us up. We got them in different colors too, y'all. Thanks for the comments, y'all. Let me see what's going on in the chat. Shout out to Jason out there working hard. Shout out to Red McFly, new album out. Triborough says he doesn't want to hear no new G-Unit music, no new 50 Cent music. Lloyd Banks is out too. Iman has a comment. Iman says Hov needs to drop a new album. Ooh. Hov don't need a new album. Hov just dropped that song with DJ Khaled. So Hov is good right now. He already got the internet going crazy over that one verse. If you drop an album, it's gonna be too crazy. Thank you for that comment, Iman. Iman want to see some new Hov. Blocker says, I'm also going to check out Nas' new album. That coming out on the 11th of November, right around the corner. Triborough has another comment. Triborough says, I love the contest 50 is doing for television. That's his lane now. So yes, 50 Cent, I think when it comes to 50, I echo what Triborough said earlier. I think that 50 had a good run. When it comes to music, that mixtape run that 50 had, that's very hard to top. Okay? If you lived here in New York City, the energy that 50 and G-Unit came with that mixtape run, it was crazy. All right, and then 50 dropped that Get Rich or Die Trying, and that, to me, that's a classic album. I remember when that album came out, song for song for song. New York was, everywhere you go, everybody was bumping that album. And then you had the instrumental. Everybody was rhyming off of the instrumental here in New York City too. So when it comes to 50 Cent's early career, 3 to 4 years, they had an amazing run. So I think yes, he had a good lane with the music, but as of now, I think that lane has passed. Like, I really don't bump 50 music like that anymore. A lot of the stuff, his older stuff, it really didn't grow on me like that. But when you look at what he's doing now with the movies, the TV shows, the special stuff, he has moved himself into that lane, and he is doing very well with that. And that was smart of him and whatever team he had, because he captured a genre of TV that people were interested in. Because I think right off of the heels of The Wire, after The Wire aired, and people saw the success of how great the writing was on The Wire, the storytelling, some of the actors on The Wire, I think a lot of people tried to mimic The Wire. Some fell off, but that line that 50 is doing with his Power series, it's writing, it's kind of straddles the line of what The Wire used to do. It's not the same writing. I'm not saying that it's as good as The Wire. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that void that was left after The Wire, I think 50 making that TV series, that Power series, the kind of stories he's telling, and then he's using notable hip hop heads is in there. The music that they have in there, that's a lane that we just don't see anymore, and he captured that lane. Another lane we got to bring back. We got to bring back some of the old sitcoms, stuff like Different Strokes and stuff like Martin, stuff like Good Times. That's a lane that I think that needs to come back as well. Tyler Perry, somebody that has a nice black studio. What's that girl's name? She just lost her son. Her son passed away, I think, a year or two ago, and she, I think she produced and directed the Watchmen series on HBO. What's her name? She was Craig's sister in Friday. Hit the comments if you remember her name. Regina King. needs to, that lane, that comedy lane that we used to have back in the 80s and 90s, they need to bring that lane back. But yo, Try, thank you for that comment, Try. Try has another comment. Try says, Big Rich Town was a hit too, but I don't think he can give us 10 more hit records. We're going to see. We're going to see, Try, because he is coming up with the new series. Let me put it back up again if you guys didn't see it earlier. He's coming up with the new series, so we are going to see some new music from him coming soon. He has a new show coming up. Hip Hop Homicides is coming soon, so you're definitely going to see some more 50 Cent music. Try is saying that song, it's a big rich thing. That song was a hit. Maybe he can get that going again. All right, so thank you for that, Try. Blocker has a comment. Blocker says, no, 50 Cent is wrong for criticizing Jay-Z for the American Gangster album. I remember when that happened. 50 was talking about Jay trying to go into the movies. He's not trying to do albums anymore. Now he's doing soundtracks. Now he's doing the same thing. So thank you for that. Let me see what's going on in the chat here again. Blocker says, your man, why the hell is Kendrick Lamar copying Tupac All Eyes on Me album format? I guess it's a West Coast thing, man. Sometimes we can't always say it's copying. Sometimes subliminally, a lot of people pay homage. There's ways you could pay homage. So Blocker is not happy with the writing on the Big Stepper poster, but okay, I get it. Blocker has another comment. Blocker says, no, 50 Cent does not have the best mixtape run. It's DJ Clue. Shout out to Clue. Listen. That is a great point. DJ Clue has a great mixtape run, but DJ Clue is not an artist like that. Well, he is kind of an artist, but DJ Clue was but you know what I'm saying. When it comes to artists, when it comes to guys like Jadakiss has a mixtape run. Fabulous had a great mixtape run. Who else had a great? DJ Drama had Ace Hood had a good mixtape run. Dipset had a good mixtape. I'm talking about those types of artists. But again, yes, DJ Clue may be top 3 DJs with mixtape runs. Had a crazy mixtape run. Shout out to Cutmaster C. Shout out to DJ Who Kid. Shout out to guys like Ron G. Rest in peace to what's his name from Harlem? K Slay. Rest in peace to DJ K Slay too. All right, so a lot of big DJs out there. But yes, I'll admit, yes, DJ Clue has a good mixtape run. But we cannot deny the 50 Cent and G-Unit run. It was crazy. Triborough says 50 and Weezy had the best mixtape run. That's right. Lil Wayne had a run. That I Can't Feel Your Face was the No Ceiling was. Weezy had a good mixtape run as well too. Can't forget Weezy. Shout out to Weezy. Let me see. Blocker said Regina King. Thank you for that. That's right. Blocker said they need to bring back Moesha. If you don't know, Moesha was a TV show back in the days. It was starred by Brandy. Brandy played Moesha. Amazing TV show. It captured a lot of those late teens viewership. Late teens to like early 20s. People used to watch Moesha. So shout out to Brandy. That was a nice show too. I loved Moesha. All right, so today we're talking about 50 Cent. Is he ducking? Doing the verses? He's doing all these tours. He's doing all of these tours all over the world. Well, not all over the world, but you know what I mean. And he told Swizz and Timbo he doesn't want to do a verses, but he's selling out arenas all over the world. If 50 does a verses, will the arena sell out? 50 versus Buster? 50 versus Nas? Would that sell out? 50 versus Lil Wayne? Like Triborough said? Would that sell out? Hit the comment section down below. We got a lot of good hip-hop tours going on right now. If you're a hip-hop head, this is one of the best times to be a hip-hop head. We just finished up the New York State of Mind tour. Again, that one had Nas. That one had Ray, had Ghost. Jizza was there. Met the Man show up for a few shows. I heard Lauryn Hill popped up. I think I heard Missy popped up. I heard Mary J popped up. Busta Rhymes was there for a couple shows as well too. So shout out to that tour. Shout out to Kid Cudi got a tour. I know he's very underrated. A lot of people don't talk about Cudi, but he Cudi or whatever you want to call him. He does have some good music. Tour dates are out there. What else we got? Well, this one right here. I don't know if this one's going to come back because Mace did say that a few of the shows were canceled, but Three-Headed Monster Tour, Jadakiss. We all know Jadakiss is on fire recently. Cameron is doing movies now. He's still doing music. Dipset is still doing their thing. Three-Headed Monster Tour. The only weak link, I think, with this tour is Mace. That's just my opinion. Mace hasn't put out any new music in a while. I don't know if he's ready for that kind of stage. One of my favorite MCs, Beanie Siegel, State Property, is on tour with the Lox. I think this one might be finished up. I think they had a couple other dates, but the Lox, State Property. Oh, I got one more for y'all. Hold up. We got one more for y'all. All right. I'm going to hit the community section real quick. These are some of the community posts that we put up in the community section. Thank you guys for always going to the community section and dropping your vote. This one we had 33 votes. And the question we asked you guys was, will Drink Champs lose any sponsors over the Kanye West comments? We all know what recently transpired with the Drink Champs episode that was taken down. That episode hit almost 3 million views, and they had to pull it down because of some of the comments that Kanye West said on there. What's crazy is Kanye also did an interview on Fox News, and I heard that they even cut out some of the episode that they had. They cut some of the stuff out because it was controversial. And also LeBron James' show, The Shop, they had an interview with Kanye as well, and they canceled that episode. They're not going to air that episode. So LeBron James and the team over there at The Shop, it's usually it's on HBO. They also had a episode with Kanye West, and they canceled that episode. They're not going to air it. So we had 33 votes. 39% of y'all said yes, Drink Champs is going to lose some sponsors off of this. And a whopping 61% of y'all think Drink Champs is going to be okay. 61% of y'all. Whew. Well, I don't know if y'all going to be right on this one, because again, they already pulled the episode. So the episode was already at 3 million views, and they took it down from Drink Champs. So I don't know how that one's going to work out. We had another question we put up on our community post. This one was a few weeks back. This is an interesting one. I wanted to see what you guys say about this one. The question was, what are you looking forward to most from Snoop Dogg in 2022? We all know Snoop Dogg has been super busy this year. Snoop Dogg is in every single commercial. He's doing the metaverse. They released the Mount Rushmore album with him and Too Short, Ice Cube, and E40, and they only released it in the metaverse. Metaverse. He's doing cooking shows. He's doing movie. He has a kids TV show he just did. So we asked you guys, what do you guys want most from Snoop Dogg in 2022? 7% of y'all said the Snoop Loop cereal and Mama Snoop pancake mix. Shout out to Snoop. Let me don't joke for a second. I'm gonna be serious for a second, y'all. I'm gonna be serious for a second. Shout out to Snoop for getting into the lane. Him and Master P. Shout out to Master P too. Master P has always been at the forefront of doing these things. Snoop Dogg has just gotten into the cereal lane with the Snoop Loops, and he also got into the pancake mix and pancake syrup lane. So shout out to Snoop for that. All jokes aside, shout out to Snoop for that. So 7% of y'all want to get the pancake mix and the cereal. 31% of y'all want new Death Row music. And a whopping 62% of y'all want unreleased Tupac and Death Row music. I think I'm in that 62%, y'all. I want some more Tupac stuff, man. I miss Tupac, yo. I miss Tupac's music. I bump Tupac's music all the time. So I know I may not be the most credible person when it comes to Tupac because I am kind of a Tupac stan, I will admit. But Tupac's words, Tupac's energy, the lasting impression that Tupac has left, I really miss Tupac, man. Shout out to Tupac. Rest in peace. Let me see what's going on. Blocker has a comment. Blocker says, yeah, man, I listened to a lot of the 90s old school West Coast hip hop. Triborough said they canceled the tour. A friend of mine got tickets and they gave him a refund. Okay, so at first I heard that Mace said a few of the shows were canceled. So Triborough is saying that the entire Three-Headed Monster tour has been canceled. And Mace is blaming Puff Daddy for that. So I don't know how true that is, but thank you for that try. Iman said they canceled the Mace, Cam, and Jada tour. Yes, the tour is canceled. Try said yes, the tour is canceled. Blocker says, I'm just glad that P. Diddy canceled Mace. I mean, Mace don't deserve no tour. I don't think Puff Daddy had anything to do with Mace tour canceling. Listen. Outside of Mace's first album, what other songs do we want to hear from Mace? What outside of Mace Harlem World album? What do you remember from Mace? Okay, he has the stuff with Cameron in Cameron's early Confessions of Fire, stuff like that. He has a few songs there. But outside of that, what do you want to hear from Mace? Like I said, Jadakiss is still spitting. Cameron is still out there spitting. Mace was the weak link. Maybe the tickets didn't sell. Listen. Hit the comment section down below. Let me know how y'all feel about that. Triborough says Mace is blaming Diddy for the tour cancellation. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Iman says, damn. We got Fresh Boy RD Entertainment is in the building. Fresh Boy RD Entertainment, thank you for coming through. Fresh Boy RD Entertainment says, Nori is an industry plant too. Ooh. I don't know about that one, man. I think Nori, one of the things that makes Nori's show successful is the aesthetics of the show. It's a show where people go and you can drink and you can smoke. So there is a freedom on that table, right? Most people like to drink. Most people like to smoke. You can go, you can drink, you can smoke. All right? When you drink and when you smoke, you normally say things that you probably wouldn't say in a regular interview. If you go to a regular interview and you're drinking water and you're there, you're going to have fun. You'll say stuff, but there may be things that you won't say. The aesthetics of Drink Champs, drinking and smoking in that environment, it's going to make you say certain things. So Nori has that working for him. Plus, Nori is a veteran in the hip hop game. Nori has been in the hip hop game since the 90s. So a lot of the people that come on the show, either he knows them, he's crossed paths with them, and he's just that popular that people will want to come on his show. And again, there are some lanes. There are some look at kind of who started these things. All right, you look at the lane that Nori has made. I'm not saying Nori made that lane, but the lane that Nori is in right now, you got Bomb First is doing a lot of interviews now. The Art of Dialogue is doing a lot of interviews. Well, Beehive been around for a long time. Shout out to Beehive. Beehive been around. You got No Jumper is doing a lot of those type of interviews now. You got, well, Vlad been there too. But what I'm saying is that lane, there's a lane to have artists come on, feel comfortable, and say what they want to say. And Nori has that lane, man. But industry plant, I don't know, Fresh Boy ID Entertainment. I don't know. I like Nori. Nori's my man. Shout out to CNN. Shout out to the War Report. Shout out to the whole Left Rack City, man. That whole CNN run, I was here for that in New York City. So shout out to Nori for that. Fresh Boy ID Entertainment, thank you for that comment. Blocker says Snoop Dogg needs to drop more Doggy Style sequel albums. I'm with Chibor on this one. I don't want to hear any more Snoop Dogg new music. I think Snoop Dogg has run out of things to say that I want to listen to. Like that's where I'm at, unfortunately, with Nas right now. I think the stuff that Nas is putting out now, it's just not for me. And Snoop Dogg, I love Snoop Dogg early in his career. Now, I don't think I want brand new Snoop Dogg music right now. But Blocker wants some. All right. Iman says maybe we will get a Dr. Dre album. Dr. Dre is working on new music. He just posted that on his IG. I think him and Busta is working on some stuff as well. So word out there is Dr. Dre is working on new music. So we might get that. Sai's in the building. We got Sai in the building. He said, you not? What do you mean, you not? I don't know what Sai is talking about. Sai, drop the comment, man. I ain't see the comment good, yo. Blocker says, I probably want to hear Mase Harlem World Part 2 album, but other than that, though, I tremendously do not want to hear nothing else from Mase. Again, Mase is just one of those artists where if you listen to Mace's first album, Mase had an amazing first album. Harlem World was a certified classic when it first came out. His second album, the Double Up album, it didn't do as well in the streets like the first album did. The second album, it moved some units, but when it comes to the hits, the album didn't have the hits like that. And then his third album, the Welcome Back, whatever the album is called, it's shout out to Mase, man. Mase, do your thing, man. Fresh Boy RD Entertainment says they changed their original format. So if Fresh Boy RD is talking about Drink Champs, yes, I remember when Drink Champs first came out, they normally used to just drink, and there wasn't that amount of bottles on the tables. And I think the room was a little bit different too. But they expanded the table. They started getting some more promotions. I remember when they started promoting Ciroc. Ciroc was kind of the first one to really start having bottles on the table. Then EFN started to get his own liquor. And then I think when they went, because they went to Puff Daddy. They went to Puffy. What is Puffy's? What's the name of that? What's the name of the head company? Revolt. When they went to Revolt, they started to do a lot of the Ciroc stuff on the table. And then now you see them with a lot of Douce and Jay's Ace of Spades on the table. So they moved up. They're getting better promotion now on there. And they also expanded into like having cannabis, a lot of cannabis strains on there and stuff. But I think the premise of the show is still there. You come there, you drink, you smoke, you get blasted, you talk, you have a nice interview, and the numbers are always great. He always has good numbers. Iman has a comment. Iman says, "Nah, Mace don't got it no more. Just like Jada is washed too." Whoa, Iman, whoa. Jada is what? Hold up. Let me read this again. You got some explaining to do, Iman. Iman says, "Nah, Mace don't got it no more. Just like Jada is washed too, and Cam." Nah, hold up, yo, hold up. I'm gonna need to, yeah. Oh man, listen. Hold up, Iman. Hold up. Hold up. Let me put the merch up here one more time. Don't forget, yo, cop the merch, man. We got your boy Hover. We got the Nas tees. Don't forget, we got the bundle. We got the $35 bundle with the cards, the playing cards. Cop these. Pick this up for the kids. Hey, well, hold up, man. Iman, hold up. Hold up, Iman. Jada Kiss was just crowned the greatest verses artist. Jada Kiss gave us 3 amazing verses. Jada Kiss is still dropping hard verses. You listen to some of these songs. Jada Kiss is dropping jewels. I don't know, Iman. I'm not co-signing that one, Iman. You my mans. I'm not co-signing Jada is washed up. If you say Cameron, if you say Mace, Jada Kiss, Iman, thank you for that comment. Excuse me. Fresh Boy RD Entertainment says, exactly, that's when they went corporate. So maybe that's a good point. Maybe that's a good point. When they started to get all of those sponsors on there, Ciroc and Doritos and now Ace of Spades and all those other, yeah. Fresh Boy RD Entertainment, that might be a good point. But I think we still get some really good interviews from Jink Champ. So don't forget, if you're here right now, go ahead, hit that like button down below, yo. Like the video. Don't forget, man, share the video to all your friends. Share your video. Share our channel to all your friends and family that love old school hip hop. Don't forget, on the 11th, your boy Nas Escobar, 11th of November, we're going to be getting the Blueprint 3. I mean, King's Disease 3. All I see is Blueprint on that. Anyway, listen, King's Disease 3 is coming November 11th. I know Jason is hyped. I know Triborough is hyped to hear this one. Let me know in the comments how you guys feel about this new album coming out. Blocker says, how Bugs Inside of God. Y'all should do more Busta Rhymes album reviews. More album reviews coming soon. We got some interviews coming soon too as well, so you guys keep your eyes open for that. Don't forget, tomorrow, Freestyle Friday. We got another amazing Freestyle Friday coming tomorrow. Saturday, we got another video dropping on Saturday, so turn on your bell notifications. And don't forget to go check out Throwback Thursday. Today, we dropped the video with Kid Capri, and today we're actually highlighting the blends era. All right, if you're old enough, you will remember back in the 90s, a lot of DJs, Kid Capri's and DJ Who Kid, Doo Wop, Cutmaster C, guys like that, they were taking hip hop records, taking old soul records, and they were blending them together. And that was a movement. I remember going to clubs here in Queens, Q Club. There's a club over on Springfield and Hempstead. There was a club over on Guy Brewer. Yo, listen, you used to go to the clubs and the whole night, they'll just rock blends out all night, yo. So, yo, go check out that video we did today, Throwback Thursday. Let me know what y'all think about that. Hit the like button down below. I appreciate all of you guys coming through each and every Thursday. I'm going to see y'all next week, Thursday.